This is YouTube, just a WM all tomorrows. Maybe we get here. Sorry, let's begin. This YouTube, just WM's all tomorrows. The hand flapper. So, start people. As always, as usual. So far, as always, as most of the time so far, we start out with the start people on a feature. That have colonized a distant alien planet. Around distant star, and the Q take them over, and then also, and genetically modify them into this flying human species first called, the book doesn't give it a name, called the butterfliers, the butterfly or butterfly humans, they populate them alongside their genetically modified dogs, populate huge garden worlds that the genetically modified dogs, the Q modified alongside them. And then also, I'm just making up that I think that the Q modified the dogs alongside. And then also, they spend in these garden worlds, for in this modified fish for religion or simple recreation purposes. And after the Q leave the human, they become overgrown. The humans and many of the modified flowers and other plants that made up the garden world originated from they were genetically modified from plants that themselves were genetically engineered and brought there by the star people. So the butterflies lose flight and become the hand flappers. And then also and then before you then no, it's not appropriate. The butterflies dogs would eventually go feral and take their own path. Become a new species. Suggest a name in the comments, please. Suggest a name for all these new species I made up for this series. In the comments, please. I mean, both common and scientific. Anyway, and then also, no, that's overgrown. And the hand flappers just losing, not only they lost the power of flight, which is a blow because their wings can't be used for flying, but also can't be used as hands. They somehow don't learn as far as how to grab stuff with their mouth. I think it might be hard. They would have to bend down and grab it off tree. That doesn't happen. They never re-evolved the hands that their star people ancestors possessed millions of years earlier, and also because their hands are useless for flightless. They're flightless and their hands could only be used for display and attracting mates as sexual display, and I mean sexual display, or display feature and or attracting mates. I mean their arms / wings could only be used for a sexual display or display features or attracting mates. um, um, they, um, um, they could not, build basic stone tools, or, they could not, no, they cannot build basic stone tools, or, even, let alone, craft weapons or build shelters. And eventually, and therefore they would die out, unfortunately. But unlike some of the other post-humans, like the Titans, Bone Crushers, Tempters, and the Blind Folk, which we'll the first three we talked about in previous videos. Check them out on my channel. The last one we'll talk about in a future video. That could have or were just starting to reveal their sentience. Those the Titans were just starting to reveal their sentience. It could have became highly advanced given the time. Bone Crushers made up to medieval level. Sorry, be right back. And then the Titans were reach a Stone Age or primitive, Stone Age or Neolithic or Bronze Age, possibly Bronze Age level civilization, with Bone Crushers reach a medieval level of civilization. I'm not going to talk about how they got wiped out. Made videos about them. Tempters, my last video. They also could have re-evolved in sentience and built civilization. The Titans and Bone Crushers could become highly advanced given enough time. The Blind Folk could have re-evolved their sentience and built a civilization, became highly advanced given enough time. But unlike the Hand Flappers, like the Mantelopes, the Hand Flappers couldn't. But unlike the Hand Flappers didn't devolve, they just died. They died out, and another species of Striders, which I don't know about whether they would have re-evolved this. We'll talk about them in a future episode. And then also, we talked about the Mantelopes in a previous episode. Anyway, after they decided here, it's possible that, the bush, there's still, these green, there's these neon green, green plus neon green, and ostriches that were genetically modified, and they're preyed upon. They still survive on this bandit world that the Hand Flappers used to live on, and these and this baboon cat which would we'll call it it's a predator it's a cat-like predator that has bodies in the shape of a baboon, and its body's in the shape of a baboon. It's digitigrade, not plantigrade, meaning it walks on the soles. It walks on its it walks on. Oh, it's plantigrade, not digitigrade, meaning it walks on the soles of its feet rather than its nails. Like dogs and cats. These are both descendants of. These are descendants from genetically modified animals. The Star People were released into the wild to recreate Earth's ecology as part of genetically engineered creatures and ecology ecosystems from Earth, based on Earth's life. start people introduced to this world. Now they're still running wild with the descendants of the butterflies, dogs in the skies that swoop down and hunt. Even after the hand flappers are gone, but this part is just speculation. Even within all tomorrows, I made it up. Anyway, the only part that's canon to the lore is all these is about the humans, and except for unless and the human derived species in the queue, unless I state otherwise. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, bye bye.